got a thunderstorm rolling in. I don't know if you saw, there was a flash of lightning then. And a little bit of thunder to go with it. It's kind of reasonable size. Hunking down under a tree here, which is not even the best of shelter, to be honest. It's gonna get worse, eh? Through the month of March, I put out a few cameras. I had a few deer encounters over this time. This is a few of them. I've cut a lot of this footage down as some of it can be quite lengthy. Stupid spiker. Wow, knobby. I just filmed that knobby spiker over in here. Come around. Just put up a deer. Don't know if you can see that. There's a great big beard in here. Another one just there. And stag run off. Bloody big piss patch in here where he was laying. Absolutely stinks. So anyway, we're going over here to set up a camera way over yonder, so we'll keep going. I watched the stag for a good 15 minutes. He just appeared to be mouthing the leaves of these pepperwoods. We'd had a wee bit of just a light rain the night prior, only a couple of mil. To me he seemed to be getting the moisture off the leaves. As we know, they don't really eat pepperwood. Okay, I've got 3 stags roaring. Some old scrapes here. Bit of a fresh one there. Voice has gone funny, I'm bloody dry as buggery. Bloody more old scrapes. I've got one stag over here. He's coming over. There's one down in here. But the one we're going to go after is round in there. He's about 200 metres away. So I will get down to business. We got rain coming in again, mist. Had it for about 4 days now, on and off.
Don't think you would have heard that. He just replied. Righto. We're down to less than 100. I've got to stop this filming shit. Here he goes again. Just moaning. He's quite wound up, this one.
This stag was now within 50 metres, and with every step I took, or every few steps, I had to be very careful that he wasn't coming round the hill to meet me. Every now and then I give him a call, little mew call, in the hope of getting a reply, just to pinpoint him again, and then move in a little bit closer. I gave him a last call on this stag, and he decided to come in and have a look at me. If you listen very carefully, you can hear the stag bleating the entire way he came in.
Yeah, sort of got another tine there. Snapped off slightly. It's broken off. There are a couple of strange looking things. Quite a unique head. Nice big animal. So yeah, don't know if you can hear that, but that liquid is coming down, so things are about to get mighty wet, I think, shortly.
This is another stag I shot. Unfortunately, the camera battery went flat. Bit of a shame, because the stag actually rucked up a tree with his antlers. I missed out on about half a minute of footage. At the time I shot this stag, I didn't realise, but I actually had him on one of my trail cameras. Where I got him on trail camera was about 2 kilometres walk around the opposite side of the hill that I had shot him on. So it was quite interesting to see and how far they travel. As we know, it doesn't always go your way when you're hunting. Here's a couple of stags. This one, a hind, had walked past me. I waited a couple of minutes, heard noises, prepped up, nothing came through. Another 3 or 4 minutes went past. A stag ghosted past me. I quickly moved position. I saw a glimpse of brown. He was still standing there, but not enough to shoot or clarify a target. And then he secretly snuck round the back of the trees and appeared to the left. Just as I was about to pull trigger, he shot off. The second stag, I had stopped and paused in a place. A deer run off to my right, perhaps a hind, I'm not sure. I gave a roar. I didn't know it, but just 30 metres in front of me was a stag, and he came charging in, but unfortunately cut my wind as he was ducking under the log. It was all over in a matter of seconds. This is a stag I roared in last year. As you see, the stag walked through. I called to him, he ignored me. He carried on round to the right. I could just see glimpses of antler. He then snuck up in behind the pepperwood, and I got a reasonable shot, a front-on shot, which as a bow hunter you're never happy to take. Unfortunately, yes, it ended in disaster. I tracked him for over an hour downhill and off to the right. Some of the blood was quite encouraging that I was going to get him. Other times it was down to a mere drip. After that hour of looking, the animal did a complete hairpin turn and back to the left. At that point I completely lost the blood, spent another hour looking and just totally lost him. Unfortunately, I think the arrow had gone in under his shoulder and just a straight pass through. Be very sore for a couple of weeks, more than likely will survive. When I got back to camp, I was pretty much over the bow. It was the only time I took it out that year. I swore I was going to put a knife across the string. I never did. Bows are a lot of fun, but they can be very frustrating at times too. Right, back to this year. I had a chance to shoot a boar, but we had so much pork in our camp by this time. A couple of mates had already shot two, so we just didn't need it.
Here's a young fella just carrying about 100-pounder. Tony shot a boar, so he's feeling mighty proud of himself, and so he should be. Awesome effort. Just giving him a hand to carry it back to camp, and yeah, bears on. You'll be right. Look at her. There's an athlete right there, children. It's away, mate. Good job. Shame. Carry on, soldier. Take time.
I just heard someone's dog barking over there. Over that way again. It's actually that way. It's reversing the camera. And fucking they won't shut up. It's twice I heard it. Come over here, I'm gonna shoot it. Anyway, I'm just hunking down here because it's fucking cold. This is a stag I took in June. There's not much of a story behind this one, so I just included it in this video. Over the 2-week period, I had about 10 to 11 days of mixed wind and rain. Getting out in the bush wasn't exactly inviting. I did see a few animals, hinds, spikers, but this was about the only shooter that I saw on the trip. I pushed record on the camera, but something went wrong and I ended up with no footage of it. On the 8th of December I found an abandoned fawn, so took him on board and raised him up. Still looking for somebody, don't you?
This is how we go trout fishing in New Zealand, mate.